Welcome to episode 12 of the Power of Practice podcast. Goal setting and goal getting. Part 2.
Welcome to the Power of Practice podcast with Matthew Tweedy. Discover how to leverage the potential of your unconscious mind so you can create an abundant and empowered existence. Here's your host, Matthew Tweedy.
So, now moving on to the steps of how I'm going to include a fact sheet in the notes. I'll attach some notes to the show notes to the podcast, and they'll be attached for you to be able to get access to them. Please go ahead and just jump on to the Power of Practice or MatthewTweedy.com to get those. Easy to find. We're going to start off with a SMART goal. You may or may not be familiar with SMART goals. The overall process, to let you know, is the secret of creating your future. And I can credit my trainer, my NLP trainer, Tad James, and of course, Dr. Adriana James as well, for imparting this wisdom and sharing this magnificent strategy and technique. So the tool or the overall structure is the secret of creating your future. And the first step is a SMART goal. SMART, here's the acronym. I've covered it in a previous episode, but you may or may not be familiar. S, specific. M, measurable. A, all positive language. R, realistic. And T for timed. So we need, or inherently in each one of these letters of the acronym, built in are levels of specificity and ways to measure your progress and how to get your outcome. So make a SMART goal. Write a little movie of how you know you will have your outcome. I know when I was taught, and now I teach clients and students alike, the difference in everyone's got a different evidence procedure. There's some technical jargon for you, but how you'll know you have it, how you know you've got it. And the metaphor that I really like, or the example, is, how will you know you're on a holiday? If you ask 100 people, how will you know you're on your holiday? Well, a portion will raise their hands and say, well, it's when I have actually packed my bags. Then the next portion will raise their hands and say, well, it's actually when I've booked my ticket. The next portion will say, when I'm at the airport booking in. And then you have a portion of people that will say, actually on the plane. That leaves another portion of people that will say, hey, I'm not on my holiday till I'm on the beach or on the slopes having a cup of cocoa with the big, wonderful, warm, quilted jacket on. So we've all got a different evidence procedure, and it horses for courses. So whatever yours is, become clear on that. And that's part of writing that into your SMART goal. A little movie of how you know you have it. Once you've got your SMART goal, it's all about the secret of creating your future. Now, the most powerful way to ensure that you make this stick is certainly to ensure you've cleared all the negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and got everything in place. It's kind of like if you were going to put down a road base, you'd want to do the preparation first. So preparation is key. It doesn't mean that this isn't going to be highly effective for you without doing that groundwork. The secret of creating your future, there are some steps involved. The first is create that SMART goal. So we've covered that base. Now, it's about understanding what that looks like, and we're going to guide you through what it looks like. We start off once you've got the SMART goal, we'll move through and I'll guide you through. From this portion, if you wanted to actually follow along, you could actually run through this process once you've got your SMART goal from this point. Allow your eyes to close. And if you were driving, or make sure that you don't do that, allow your eyes to close. That's right. Just allow your eyes to close and then go ahead and create that goal for yourself through your own eyes. See it. See you there with that goal. See the things you'd see, hear the things you'd hear, feel the feelings. Do it through your own eyes. See the entire scene through your own eyes now. That's right. Now, when you're satisfied that you've got you've created a wonderful image of that with your imagination, go ahead and reverse. Just reverse out of the image. Seeing yourself in the image like you're seeing yourself on a movie screen. That's called dissociated. So see yourself dissociated in the scene. And then go ahead and imagine, just like an old TV set, some knobs at the bottom, knobs for color, contrast, brightness, saturation, and make the appropriate tweaks and adjustments to make it the most compelling for you, make it extremely desirable. Knowing that your unconscious mind loves color, this is going to ensure that it will assist you to go and get it, to make it happen. Once you've made those tweaks, you'll be ready for the next step. Now that you've made it compelling, you're actually going to float up out of your body, above your timeline, out into the future. Floating up out of your body into the future and hovering directly up above the event. That specific date, and looking down on that date. We're about to put 4 ha breaths. They're breaths of life, and they come from Hawaiian Huna. The metaphor is you're going to fill this image with life, and your unconscious mind loves rituals. These breaths of life are a ratio of 1 on the in-breath, and 2 on the out-breath. And they've got a very deliberate, naturally aspirated sound. So go ahead and put your heart into these breaths to really leverage the process. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, in through the nose. 2, in through the nose. 3, in through the nose. 4 ha breaths. Now that is filled with life, you're going to let it go and watch it float down into your timeline. That's right, just watch it float down into your timeline. Looks like my breaths of light have just sucked the juice out of my light for my filming, which is fantastic. Don't mind that. Now that that's filled with a wonderful life and light, just let that image go and watch it float down into your timeline and click into place. Watch it click into place right into that spot, that specific date that you've given your goal. And once it's clicked into place, watch every event between then and now re-evaluate itself to support that goal becoming your reality. Float back into your body, back into the room, open your eyes, and that's the process. So I didn't elicit your timeline. I'll create another video, I'll create another episode on that, but I think you get the gist. I've got some information out there already on timeline elicitation, but I'll give you an explicit one at a later date. If you've got any questions about this process and how to create your future, how to create abundance, how to create the life that you want, I'm here to help. Reach out. I'd love to hear your questions. This is Matthew Tweedy. Find me at Matthew Tweedy Hypnosis on my website, matthewtweedyhypnosis.com.au, Matthew Tweedy Hypnosis on Instagram, Facebook, of course, Empowered NLP, and the podcast, The Power of Practice. So you know the drill. Take a moment or two to subscribe if you have not already. I'm not waiting for you to do that now. Although I really would appreciate it if you can make the time in the next moment or two if you have not done that yet. Matthew Tweedy of The Power of Practice saying, ciao for now, and keep growing and evolving.